Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at fordofhagerstown.com or hancockchevy.com.
The following sports broadcast is a special presentation of Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg. It's time for the excitement of West Virginia high school basketball. Today's high school basketball broadcast is being brought to you by
W. Harley Miller Systems, Smallwood and Small Insurance Agency, Powered Beck and Matzareff Law Offices, Senate Finance Chairman Jason Barrett, Hagerstown Ford, Fort Evans Archery, Rocks Local Markets, the Brown Funeral Home and Cremations, Robert Fields and Sons, the Larry DeMarco team at Century 21 Modern Realty Results, Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, personal injury attorneys, Cody's Auto Body, the Palace Lounge, Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, the Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, the Berkeley County Health Department, Bodwell Insurance Solutions, Ameriprise Financial and the Mirius Group of Financial Advisors, WVU Medicine Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Centers, the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, CMA Honda of Winchester, CMA Chevy and Toyota of Martinsburg, CMA Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Martinsburg, Dignity Memorial Rosedale Funeral Home and Cemetery of Martinsburg, Floor Pools of Martinsburg, Hagerstown, and Chambersburg, Inferno Brewery and Andy's Pizza.
And now, let's go courtside and join our Talk Radio WRNR broadcast team with today's pregame show.
From Hedgesville High inside the Gilbert B. Miller Center, where tonight we'll have high school girls basketball for you on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube as the Hedgesville Lady Eagles host the Washington Lady Patriots. Colin McLaughlin here alongside me, Dylan Bishop, our camera crew tonight, Tyler Strine and Rodney Watcher. Kyler High back at the fort, also known as the studio in Martinsburg. Pre-game show brought to you by W. Harley Miller Systems, providing custom integration services like home and office automation, home theater, networking, audio, video, distribution, and more. Call it 304-350-1931 or visit WHMsystems.com. We've hit February. Regular season coming to a close this month, and it's the second meeting between Washington and Hedgesville. Dylan, the last time around, it was a 12-point win for Washington as the Patriots trying to make it 10 straight against Hedgesville.
Yeah, Washington has not really missed a beat this year, despite having a couple of their key contributors from last season moving on and graduating. So you can tell it's just a well-coached team. They're at 10-3 on the season. That one EPAC loss so far being to Martinsburg. Martinsburg has kind of been that measuring stick for other teams in the EPAC to reach. So Washington here tonight has a chance to continue their positive momentum, keeping things up for the next time around that they play Washington or play Martinsburg and try to get revenge in that one. But for Hedgesville, 6-8 on the season, it's a big improvement from last year, even though they're under 500. And we've seen this team, being competitive with Washington in a 12-point game. We were here when they played Martinsburg, and they put up a competitive first half. So Coach Shanholzer and Coach Edwards both getting into a groove. Coach Edwards been here with the program for a while and keeping that sustained success, while Coach Shanholzer is, newer by far on the other side, and he's starting to work that momentum and build this program up a little bit. But Hedgesville is coming off of 2 straight losses in the EPAC to Musselman and Martinsburg. So after the snow, that game against Martinsburg I just mentioned was January 22nd. So they've had 1 game in between now and then. That was 2 days ago. So we'd hope maybe, you're just 48 hours after your last one, you're back in that regular rhythm a little bit after the snow. You can say that for all the teams across the EPAC, hopefully. And hopefully tonight we'll see a good one.
Absolutely, and I know next segment we'll hear from both teams' head coaches, but kind of just tease it to bring up a point, and you kind of just touched on it, but I'll go full circle here. 4 quarters of basketball is something that Coach Shanholzer feels like his team hasn't been able to put together for Hedgesville. As you mentioned, when we saw him against Martinsburg, they had a solid first half, fell apart in the second half. He wants to see his team be able to put together a full 4 quarters. He has it drawn up on that whiteboard. Each time they head into the locker room, they see 4 quarters. Can they do that here tonight will be the key against Washington, who is defensive-minded. They are a team that really wants to pressure you, kind of like Martinsburg. We saw it, though, first. Bring success to Washington. A full-court press. It's as simple as that. If you have an effective full-court press, you're going to be a successful team.
Yeah, if you don't have the personnel to be able to get through a press, you're in for a long, hard night at the office. And we'll see how the teams adjust this time around, with Coach Shanholzer mentioning that they need 4 quarters of play. Sometimes if you are a team that struggles on offense, maybe you can open up in those first 2 quarters and have some success, some things that maybe the team wasn't on the other side wasn't seeing coming, or it's just something that what works for you works for those 2 quarters. They go into the locker room, the other team does, and make some adjustments. You come back out, and if you don't have that second option, you have your jab, but do you have the hook after it? The left jab, the right hook. You got to have multiple different pitches you can throw at another team and another defense. And Hedgesville, that could be part of it. Can you, as the season develops, as your players develop, find more things that work on that end of the floor?
All right, let's go ahead, step aside, take our first 2-minute break here of our W. Harley Miller Systems pregame show. And on the other side of that 2-minute break, we'll have our coaches' pregame interviews. You're tuned into West Virginia High School girls basketball on WRNR TV.
My kids, you know I want the best for you, don't you? We need to have a conversation.
End-of-life planning is no one's favorite discussion, but the relief of having everything in place when the hour of need arrives is a gift. Give it to your family. Plan ahead with us.
Brown Funeral Homes, a leading provider of cremations, invites you to explore the many flexible options of cremation. From environmental considerations to the benefit of greatly reduced cost, it may be the perfect answer for your family. Online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
Did you know a fully loaded truck weighs 80,000 pounds?
I do know that they can cause a lot of damage in a wreck.
Over 40,000 people die every year in crashes.
And distracted driving is getting even worse.
I wish we had better ways to prevent distracted driving.
Me too. But one thing we can do is help people who've been injured in car and truck accidents.
Hurting almost heaven? Dial the 7s. 304-777-7777.
SkinnerWins.com.
Ice baths, polar plunges, what's wrong with you people? It's your old pal Cody from Cody's Auto Body. Newsflash, it's winter. Whether it's for a health craze or to raise money for the ladies' auxiliary, it seems people out there think it's a good idea to go outside, strip down, and pretend to be a polar bear or a penguin. What happened to sitting beside the fire, drinking, and adding on a few pounds to keep insulated until spring? Call me crazy, but how about we try not getting naked outside for a few months? Stay warm, stay safe on the road. As always,
that's Cody's with a T for trust.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg. Welcome you back here on the W. Harley Miller Systems pregame show. About 7.5 minutes left on the pregame warm-up clock for tonight's high school girls basketball contest between Washington and Hedgesville. Let's now get to our coaches' pregame interviews brought to you by Parsons Ford of Martinsburg at 1400 Shepherdstown Road and online at parsonsford.com. They became number one by making you number one first. Parsons.
First joined by the head coach of the Hedgesville Eagles, Alex Shanholtz here. Coach, team coming down to a stretch here in February. Kind of just give us an update. How do you feel like things have gone so far?
Some quarters they're going our way, and some quarters are not. It's a quarter-by-quarter basis right now with our team. We felt really strongly about the way we played Martinsburg, up 1.5, and then let that one get away from us. Certain points in Musselman game, we were up and let that one get away from us. So, on our whiteboard in our locker room is a big number 4. We got to put 4 quarters together, and then we'll be successful.
I guess it's easier said than done, obviously, but as the head coach, what are you able to do to try to get them to give those 4 quarters?
Oh, we say that if you take care of the little things, big things will follow. So, nitpicky about, are we guarding with the right foot up against, certain dominant-handed defenders? Are we handling our ball screen coverage correctly? Are we following our rules out of bounds? So it's become much more the micro, much less of the macro as far as practice goes. At this point in February, you either know how to run the offense and defense or you don't. So we're focusing on, small-sided actions and things like that, and we're trying to perfect the little things so the big things can follow.
Ultimately, looking back, is the team at where you wanted them to be at this point in the season, or are there still some more things that you're trying to build within them?
We certainly thought we'd be a little bit better record-wise than we are right now, and I think that we are better than what our record indicates. But as far as our growth goes, we're really pleased with how much better we've gotten. We no longer take the we're a young team thing. We play a lot of sophomores and a junior and one senior, but we're where we want to be development-wise in February. We just got to stop making boneheaded mistakes, and the rest will follow.
Tonight you guys host Washington. Last time around, a tough loss. What are you hoping your team's able to accomplish here this time around, and what stands out about Washington?
Got to keep them off the offensive boards. Perry, number 35, she's great. She's one of the better bigs in the EPAC. And then Holmes, number 12, you got to, keep her from getting downhill. But their press got us last time, and we think we made the right adjustments. I think that our best quarter against them last time was the fourth quarter. I think we started to kind of put things together. But they're one of those athletic teams, get up and down the floor, play it fast, speed you up. And so we got to be more comfortable in our game and not play so much to theirs.
Anything else, Coach?
No, it's 6 or 7 games left. And so, you either playoff time, you're either ready or not. And I think we're ready, and we just got to put it all together.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Now joined by the head coach of the Washington Patriots, Rashawn Edwards. Coach, finally good to see your team here and start off February. Just tell us about how the season's gone overall.
We've learned a lot, and they're growing, but I'm excited about how they're growing. So yeah, we knew they were going to be young and challenged. We challenged them early, but I like how they're responding.
Obviously, you guys lost a good bit last year. Who have, I guess, this year really stepped into those key roles for your team?
Honestly, we've done a lot. I think I like what Natalia and Tamia kind of leading the way, but also our younger ones have stepped up. Christina has done a tremendous job defensively for us. Sheridan and Brooke have stepped into big roles as freshmen, so we're really excited about what they've done. Also Capri, Kyler, they've hit a good stride and stepped up really well. So collectively, everyone has kind of done a really good job on what we've asked them to do to get us to this point. So,
looking back from the start of the year to now, you feel like your team's where you wanted them to be, or there's still some things that you're trying to build upon?
Yeah, we're still building. I don't think any coach is ever happy, but yeah, we're still building. But I like what we've done so far. We'll continue to grow. We have a tough week coming up too. So, but I think they're ready to go.
Tonight, you guys get to take on Hedgesville for the second time this season. Last time you guys got the win. What do you need to do this time around to get the win as well?
Defensive pressure. We need to continue defensive pressure, and we need to rebound. I didn't like how we rebounded last game against Jefferson, but I think they'll be ready, locked in tonight.
For Hedgesville, what kind of stands out to you about them?
Obviously, Boykin, she's just a playmaker. She's a baller, so I like what she does. And Boyer is also solid, so we have to make sure we contain both of them, make sure we do a good job. And again, we have to rebound, and we have to control the glass. So we can control the rebounding, do our job defensively. We'll be all right.
Anything else, Coach?
Well, that's it.
Thank you. And Washington, this is EPAC girls basketball on WRNR TV. Back in 2 minutes.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%. Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
The Eastern Panhandle is home to teachers and healthcare workers, farmers and fishermen, servicemen and women, golfers, bicyclists, and people who love the outdoors. Where we call home isn't any one thing, so we're not either. At Rosedale Funeral Home and Cemetery, we are honored to help you plan a celebration of life that reflects one's individuality.
Our trusted local team is here to see that your wishes are honored and that your special story is told.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
Ice baths, polar plunges, what's wrong with you people? It's your old pal Cody from Cody's Auto Body. Newsflash, it's winter. Whether it's for a health craze or to raise money for the ladies' auxiliary, it seems people out there think it's a good idea to go outside, strip down, and pretend to be a polar bear or a penguin. What happened to sitting beside the fire, drinking, and adding on a few pounds to keep insulated until spring? Call me crazy, but how about we try not getting naked outside for a few months? Stay warm, stay safe on the road. As always, that's Cody's with a T for trust.
Welcome back here on WRNR TV. Let's get right to today's Keys of the Game, brought to you by Hagerstown Ford, revolutionizing the car buying experience. Buy your next vehicle online, they'll deliver it to you. If you don't like it, they'll take it back. Visit the website, FordHagerstown.com. Quickly, Dylan, today's Keys of the Game.
Hedgesville, it's simple. You got to break that press. You can't get a bunch of turnovers off of it and let Washington get those extra possessions. And for Washington, I want to see them work through Tamia Perry down low and have that open things up for the guards up top.
All right, let's now get our starting lineups, brought to you by the Larry DeMarco team at Century 21 Modern Realty Results. Looking for home in the tri-state area? Call the Larry DeMarco team, 304-262-4222. Visit them online at modernrealtyresults.com. For the visiting Washington Patriots, you have number 1, Christina Durand, number 4, Sheridan Atobi, number 12, Natalia Holmes, number 13, Chyler Shade, and number 35, Tamia Perry. For Hedgesville, it's number 1, Lexi Brown, number 11, Maggie Boyer, number 14, Jovi Graham, number 21, Chloe Frankhauser, and number 23, Riley Bodkins. Go ahead, step aside, take one last 2-minute break, and then we'll be back with opening tip. This is EPAC Girls Basketball on WRNR TV.
When it comes to surgery, experience and innovation matter. At WVU Medicine, our board-certified surgeons use the latest robotic and minimally invasive techniques to provide better outcomes and faster recoveries. We offer a full range of procedures including advanced hernia repair, anti-reflux surgery, breast cancer surgery, colon resection, gallbladder removal, skin cancer, and lesion removal. Trust the region's leader in advanced surgical care. Call WVU Medicine Surgery today at 304-596-2150.
W. Harley Miller Systems understands the need and desire for reliable and affordable smart home solutions. Secure your home with a security system and keep a close eye on your family. Automate your home with a Control4 system and have smart technology work as one. Set daily schedules to control your thermostats. Push a button and set the mood for dinner by dimming lights and playing music, or just sit back and enjoy a movie in your own home theater. Put decades of experience to work for you. Visit us at WHMsystems.com or call 304-350-1931.
Am I too late for breakfast?
No, we serve breakfast all day now.
Rox is now serving breakfast all day.
I shall grant you 3 wishes.
I wish Rox had breakfast all day. I wish Rox delivered with DoorDash. I wish I was on top of the world.
Rox is now serving breakfast all day.
After a car accident, call the local law firm that can give you the help you need right now.
Get more with Manchin Ferretti, the one with 115 years of combined experience fighting for West Virginia accident victims. Get more with Manchin Ferretti.
The one that takes on the big insurance companies.
Get more with Manchin Ferretti. We're Manchin Ferretti.
After a car accident, we'll fight for every dollar you deserve. And if there's no recovery, there's no fee. So call right now.
Get more with Manchin Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
Welcome back here to the Gilbert B. Miller Center at Hedgesville High. Our pregame festivities have concluded, which means it's game time between Washington and Hedgesville here in high school EPAC girls basketball. Colin McLaughlin alongside me on the call. Dylan Bishop, Rodney Watcher, Tyler Strine, our camera crew. Back in the studio is Kyler High. It's Washington and Hedgesville ready to go once again. Washington in the all-red here tonight on the road. Hedgesville in the all-white here at home. Our opening tip will be brought to you by your local full-service archery pro shop, Fort Evans Archery of Inwood. Call 304-229-7064. Visit them online at fortevans.com. Both teams ready to step onto the floor one last time. Here's your starters for Washington. It's Duran, Toby, Holmes, Shade, and Perry. For Hedgesville, it's Brown, Boyer, Graham, Frankhauser, and Bodkins. And also to note, just to kind of compare here from last time for Hedgesville, Boyer not wearing number 5 here tonight. She is wearing number 11. Had to switch uniforms for her in the last game in the second half. Something happened in the first half. She liked wearing number 11, so she's sticking with it as the jump ball won by Washington, and we're underway here in Hedgesville. Immediately going down low, Perry turns around, puts up the first shot of the game, and it's no good. Rebounded by the Eagles.
Good help defense.
Hedgesville quickly back the other way, starting up its offense, almost losing the dribble was Graham, but she's able to collect it, hand it over for Bodkins. Now a near turnover and a turnover as that just kind of popped free and Washington able to get it. But Perry's going to give it to Holmes. Holmes drives the left side, puts up a high arcing finger roll, and it's no good. Rebounded by Brown.
Yeah, she thought she got fouled.
Brown dribbles over into the left corner, now bounce passes to Bodkins. Bodkins kicks it over to the other side as they swing it around. Right corner three, good. And Hedgesville takes a 3-0 lead as Graham knocks down the tray.
It was great ball movement and spacing from the offense for the Eagles.
Good student section here on hand. A few football players down below us for Hedgesville trying to get behind the Lady Eagles as they have a Toby down low, and that shot blocked by Bodkins. Now she's off to the races on the far side. Spins around, layup, good. 5-0 lead now for Hedgesville here to begin against Washington.
Early on, Riley Bodkin's a menace on both sides of the floor, kicking it out after the drive, making plays on defense, starting the break. How about that?
Perry in the paint, turn around, layup too strong off the glass, and another one and done for Washington, but now another turnover. Good job by the Patriots getting that steal. Holmes wanted to attack, but instead has to dribble out of trouble. Give it up to Duran. Duran goes through. Shot up and off the glass and in. First points of the night for Washington, making it 5-2 here 2 minutes into the game.
Said Duran twice in a row. Washington looking hungry like the wolf here on defense, forcing these turnovers.
Hedgesville able to break the full court press. Graham with it now. Lost her dribble and has to pick up the ball, immediately passing over to the left wing. Boyer passing it over. Another three, this time airballed by Brown. And it's Washington quickly back the other way. Holmes crossing over, drives baseline, layup too low off the backboard, but an offensive rebound for Perry. Her putback's good, counted in the foul. Now a 1-point game here at 5-4.
Perry so strong down low. The hands in particular, using that strength, upper body to fight through and keep that possession and put that shot up.
Graham, the guilty party with that foul, her first team first, as Perry makes the free throw. And we're tied at 5-all now.
There's his full court press.
Yep, that's something Hedgesville wanted to emphasize. And here's an interception, which leads to easy points. And a Washington lead now of 7-5 as Toby gets the easy layup.
Hedgesville's defense is going to have to step up. Washington, every time they make a shot, that's how they're going to be able to set up this press the way they want.
Transition three, can Bonkins deliver? No. Ball deflected out of bounds, last off Brown, Washington ball.
Of course, some teams will press even off of misses. You don't see it quite as often, but clearly Washington there, you saw, finally made that basket, had the chance to set it all up, and immediate turnover.
Patriots with it. Shade giving it to Perry. Perry passes for Durand, who has it stripped away. Boyer caught her slacking. Bodkins catches the pass. 2v1 back the other way. Layup good by Frankhauser, and we're tied at 7-all.
And that time you saw Toby go for the passing lane right off the miss instead of getting back on defense, and Hedgesville took advantage.
Durand pivots around, trying to get space. Goes for Perry with the pass, but too far ahead of her. It rolls out of bounds. Turnover, Eagles ball.
And if you're Coach Shanholzer, you got to emphasize that if Washington is going to press you off of misses, you've got to get out in transition before they can get in your way off of a rebound.
Hedgesville passing around, trying to break the press. Ball poked free and out of bounds. Hedgesville will get another inbound here right in front of the scorer's table. Boyer lobs it across to midcourt. Brown has it. Turns, dribbles a few times before giving it back to Boyer at the top of the key. Gets bumped, loses the ball, and it counts as a steal. Washington with another turnover, but it's given right back. Wow. Good job by Frankhauser trailing and poking that ball free. Bodkins dribbling over to the right. Sees an open lane, attacks, and she's got 4 points now and gives Hedgesville a 9-7 lead.
Bodkins is a matchup problem against Washington here. They're going big, Perry and Toby. And Toby is the one matched up with Bodkins. She just has had trouble so far.
Perry, again, layup too strong. A lot of contact, but no call. Brown with it after the one-and-done possession for the Patriots. Gives it back to Bodkins. Bodkins drives the left side of the lane and is fouled with 3:25 left here in the first.
Officials are definitely letting them play so far. So that's only the first foul on Washington. There's only one on Hedgesville so far.
Yep, and that's going to be Perry. And that's her first. And quickly inbound right to Frankhauser, and Washington had nobody covering her at the left block. It's now a 4-point lead for Hedgesville at 11-7.
Strong start for the Eagles, but again, 4 quarters is what they need.
Holmes passes to Durand. Durand goes to the right elbow, kicks it back. Ball, though, intercepted by Graham. Graham back the other way, guarded by Holmes. Both fall down, and it looks like we're going to have a foul called It might be Holmes with a trip. And it is. So that's her first, team second.
An early substitution.
Hedgesville just able to inbound before the 5-second violation. It's Boyer handing it to Bodkins. Bodkins dribbles right, goes down low, kicks it to the corner. Hedgesville swings it around. Boyer tries to put up a floater, but it's stripped away. Ball on the floor, tie up, jump ball. Looks like possession area is going to keep it with the Eagles.
See those double teams starting to come for Bodkins. She's going to have to pay good attention to the whole entire floor, use that vision to find her open teammates.
Still a 4-point lead for Hedgesville here in quarter number 1. Inbound to Brown. Brown in the left corner. Wanted to drive the baseline, but has to instead turn around, pass it to Boyer, who gives it right back. Now the ball with Bodkins. Bodkins going to slow things down here for the Eagles and get the motion offense rolling. Gets a good screen, has the left side open. Layup, no good, off the side of the backboard. Washington now quickly back the other way. Perry going to slow it down, give it to Holmes, who has the lightning speed, attacks, left side layup, good. That's her first 2 points, makes it 11-9.
Had no help defense that time.
Speed's going to be a problem here for Hedgesville. Boyer, pass tipped, stolen. Washington back the other way, and a block on the layup. Good job by Boyer getting back to strip that one away from Toby.
Boyer's been all over the place so far. She's played really well on the defensive end. Nice chase down to save that possession.
First quarter brought to you by Smallwood and Small Insurance in Martinsburg, your total insurance solution, located at 1250 Edwin Miller Boulevard, Suite 301 in Martinsburg. Call 304-263-3361. Ball down low now for Washington. Shot by Toby, no good. But stepping out of bounds is Brown, and it looked like Toby got away with a clear push of Brown, knocking her out of bounds from my viewpoint.
It was a little bit of a push.
I'm not the referee, though.
I understand not calling that one there, though.
They have been letting them play. Only have 3 fouls so far here overall. Ball on the floor, still rolling. It almost goes to midcourt. Holmes picks it up. Now we get an offensive foul called away from the ball. Is that Toby?
Yeah.
So that'll be her first, team third.
Sloppy quarter from Washington. Not taking very good care of the ball. Hedgesville's doing a great job, though, of getting those hands in at the right moments. Try to poke that ball away.
90 seconds left here in quarter number 1. Bodkins into the right corner. Catch and shoot 3. No good this time. And nearly getting the rebound was Green. But it goes off her hand and out of bounds.
Made a great effort to go after it.
Looks like we had a foul called first. So Hedgesville will keep possession.
Wow, that was quick. That's 2 on Perry.
And that's already foul of the quarter for Washington. Yep. Sorry for interrupting, Dylan.
No, it's all right. Just like that, Perry's got a second one. Has to go to the bench for at least the rest of this quarter.
Pass down low. Bodkins trying to post up against Toby. Wins the battle, gets positioning, and she's got 6 points now here in quarter number 1, making it 13-9 Hedgesville.
It was as soon as Perry went to the bench.
But Toby wide open down low, and they give it to her. Just like that, Washington able to cut it back to 2 points here at 13-11.
Yeah, that was just not getting back on defense.
Washington backing off with the full court press as well as Green brings it across. Goes into the right corner with her pass. Gets it right back now in the corner. Under a minute left here to go in the quarter, and she'll take a 3. Goes off the side of the rim and out of bounds. It'll be Washington ball. First quarter also brought to you by Hagerstown Ford, revolutionizing the car buying experience. You can buy your next vehicle online. They'll deliver it to you. If you don't like it, they'll take it back. Again, you can visit the website fordofhagerstown.com. Holmes picks up her dribble. Will pass it to Holiski. Holiski drives the left side. Goes with the layup. Too strong. Around the rim, no good, but an offensive rebound for the Patriots, who nearly throw the ball away, but able to get it right back. Holmes, guarded by Green, had the pick and roll. Instead, passes it over to Holiski. Holiski Passes back, 3 from the top of the arc. Good. The lead now for Washington. 14-13 our score. Green, I don't think, is aware of the clock. Half-court heave. Looks like it was going to go in, but no good by Brown. So after all of that, it is Washington leading Hedgesville 14-13 after quarter number 1. Step aside, take a 1-minute break, and then we'll be right back with more here on WRNR TV.
It's the new normal. You live, work, and play everywhere. Whether it's the family car or the family business, you need insurance that keeps pace with your changing life. Home on the job or working from home, peace of mind comes from knowing your whole world is covered. No matter what happens or how big it grows, whatever your new normal, Erie Insurance's award-winning service and personal agents can keep pace. Call your local agent today or visit erieinsurance.com for a quote.
W. Harley Miller Systems understands the need and desire for reliable and affordable smart home solutions. Secure your home with a security system and keep a close eye on your family. Automate your home with a Control4 system and have smart technology work as one. Set daily schedules to control your thermostats. Push a button and set the mood for dinner by dimming lights and playing music, or just sit back and enjoy a movie in your own home theater. Put decades of experience to work for you. Visit us at WHMsystems.com or call 304-350-1931.
Welcome back here on TV 10, WRNR TV on YouTube. 14-13 after quarter number 1. Washington leading Hedgesville thanks to a late 3, the only 3 of that first quarter, knocked down those final few seconds of the first to give Washington the lead. We'll have to figure out who that is wearing number 23 here tonight for Washington, as we don't have a 23 on the roster. We'll find that out here at some point, but it's the Patriots starting with the ball, and Hedgesville getting a steal as Green passing it over to her left for Plogger. She's going to give it to Bodkins. Gives it right over to Green. Green gets a screen. Passes down low. Good job by Bodkins getting open. And her layup is good, giving Hedgesville a 15-14 lead.
I like that switch up from the Hedgesville offense, using Bodkins as a screener rather than the pick-and-roll ball handler, and getting her open, cutting to the lane.
Yep, she's got 8 of the 15 here for Hedgesville. It's Washington ball. Holmes going to take the 3, but walked first. Turnover, Eagles ball.
I'm impressed by Hedgesville's first quarter for them to be able to keep up with Washington. Let's see how it continues to go.
Bodkins tries to hand it to Boyer, but it's poked away and goes off. Boyer out of bounds. Washington ball.
So if the Toby's not on Bodkins on an offensive possession for Hedgesville, I would find any way to get Bodkins down low in the post, out on the block. Run whatever you got to get.
Whistle and another offensive foul called. That's going to be Hall.
I think that was a carry called on Hall. Man, the sloppiness for Washington just continues. They look all out of sorts.
So no foul. Thank you, Dylan, for correcting me. Hedgesville ball. Plogger hands it to Bodkins. Bodkins looking to her right as Graham in the corner passes it. As they swing it around, going 5 wide. Green picks up her dribble. Pass it over now for Graham. They're just trying to find space, and right now the defense holding tight for Washington. That almost rebounded by a Toby. We get a push, though, and a foul called against Green. That'll be her first, team first of the quarter for Hedgesville.
Yeah, Green's going to have to be a little better about the shot selection. That's a second 3 now from around that corner that I would say was not a great shot.
Washington with the ball in the left corner now. A long 2, no good, and rebounded by Green. Green has person in front, that's Graham, but it goes through her hands and out of bounds. Turnover, Washington ball.
Man, that's a great pass. Just couldn't hold on. Washington's really had a tough time finding offense.
Holmes gets double teamed. Goes up, wanted a foul called and doesn't get it. Goes out of bounds. It'll stay Washington ball. So we said this crew really letting them play here tonight. That goes off the baseline and it'll stay with Washington after an inbound.
I'd have to watch the replay. With no foul there, I would have figured that was last touched by Washington on that first out of bounds.
Patriots to inbound. Holmes looking for somebody. Bounce passes down low, and now we do get a foul here on the inbound as get a push from behind. And that's going to be against Lexi Brown, and that is her first, team second of the quarter for Hedgesville.
She tried to reach in from behind like they've done many times tonight and poke it out. It's got the arm that time.
Another long three, that time no good. An offensive rebound for Toby, and she'll put it up and in. 16-15 now the score.
The Bodkins tried to box out a Toby, and it's Toby was just too tall and too long of arms.
Awkward layup, trying to draw contact, but no call again. That time it was Boyer. Goes out of bounds, and Washington quickly gets the ball right back. Holmes brings it across. Gets a good screen. Passes it over. Three. Too strong off the back of the rim. And it's grabbed by Bodkins. Bodkins goes down. Picks up her dribble. Passes back. Gets it right back now. To drive the offense, we'll give it to Brown. Brown into the right corner for Boyer. Boyer picks up her dribble. Just outside the paint goes to Bodkins. Bodkins sees space. Drives to right side. Layup is good. She leads all scorers with 10 points now and gives Hedgesville a 17-16 lead.
Yeah, she has just been great on offense tonight.
Holmes, though, with the speed. Layup too strong. Ball tipped around out of bounds. It'll be Washington ball. It's Bodkins and Atobi were both trying to go after that.
So Toby's not really jumping for these rebounds, just using that height and length. If Bodkins is kind of able to figure that out, she can use some hops to try to get the rebounds over.
Washington lobs the inbound pass. It goes off the hand by Shade, but she's able to gather it and give it to Holmes. Holmes at the free throw line. Passes over here to the left corner. Three-pointer, too strong again. And rebounded by Frankhauser, who's going to hand it to Graham. Graham dribbles across, almost has it stolen. Goes to the left corner. Three off the side of the backboard by Brown. No good. She had a baby. He's okay, though. I don't even think he realized it.
The baby doesn't know what's going on.
He's good.
He's just a baby.
He'll walk it off. Washington ball. Holmes has the pass blocked. Ball on the floor. She still has it. Passes to her right. They go down low for Perry. Perry puts the ball on the ground. Still somehow puts up a shot. It's no good. Now Bodkins back the other way. Hedgesville with the numbers. She goes coast to coast. Layup. Gets the friendly roll. Does Bodkins. She's got a dozen. Make it 19-16 Hedgesville. And Washington. And Coach Edwards wants to take a timeout. We'll take it with them. Back in 30 seconds here on WRNR TV.
The Eastern Panhandle is home to teachers and healthcare workers, farmers and fishermen, servicemen and women, golfers, bicyclists, and people who love the outdoors. Where we call home isn't any one thing, so we're not either. At Rosedale Funeral Home and Cemetery, we are honored to help you plan a celebration of life that reflects one's individuality.
Our trusted local team is here to see that your wishes are honored and that your special story is told.
We welcome you back. Timeouts brought to you by Cody's Auto Body, 851 Wilson Street in Martinsburg. Family owned, offering superior customer service. Great pricing for a job done by experienced and certified technicians. Call them at 304-901-4777 or visit their Facebook page. Of Quarter number 2 brought to you by Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations. Robert Fields and Sons, family-owned full-service funeral home, proudly serving the area since 1880, as well as Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, located at 1400 Shepherdstown Road and online at parsonsford.com. They became number 1 by making you number 1 first. Parsons. Washington with the ball out of its timeout, trailing by 3 here on the road against Hedgesville. Perry gets the pass. Right side layup again, too strong off the backboard. And Bodkins with the rebound and a fast break. She's fouled on the floor, it looks like. With 3:38 left here to go in the second. That'll be the first foul of the quarter against Washington. And that will be the first for Campbell.
Getting that on Campbell, I guess, from behind. So Holmes tried to draw a charge in there. It was a valiant effort. I think we've seen just a little bit of inexperience here tonight from Holmes. Natalia Holmes, only a sophomore. Seems like she's coming to the night just being like, I'm quicker than these girls. I can get by them, but it's been a little bit out of control.
Great passing around, and Frankhauser has 6 now, making it 21-16. Largest lead of the night for Hedgesville. Another 3. Another one no good. Pass deflected out of bounds from Holmes. It'll stay Hedgesville ball, but that's the thing you got to be careful of with this press, are those long passes.
Yeah. It gets tempting because you figure, oh, I'll be able to throw it down there somewhere, but this team practices this so much, they are ready for those long passes. They're going to close on them like a safety in zone coverage.
Somebody's ready for the Super Bowl.
Almost there. A couple more days.
Brown, layup too strong off the backboard. She runs into Campbell and now has it and gives it to Graham. Gets it right back. Wide open down low. Bodkins, they see her. They give it to her, and she's got 14. 23-16. Hedgesville now leads Washington.
Man, what would this team look like with a healthy Gracie Brown?
Wide open 3. Oh. Good. Second one for her, making it 23-19. Again, I apologize. Was not expecting a number 23.
Nope, not on my roster either. How about that cutting into the momentum of Hedgesville?
Quiets the crowd as the ball poked away, out of bounds. They'll stay with Hedgesville.
And you could feel the gym ready to explode. But that 3 just cut that run dead in its tracks.
Hedgesville to inbound. And lob it over to Brown. Saves it from going out of bounds. Tried to get it to Bodkins, who couldn't handle it. It goes out off her. Washington will get it after the turnover. Ball brought across. Holmes with it on the right side. Trying to conduct traffic and some motion. Passes to Durand, who will give it right back to Holmes. Holmes gets a screen. Puts up the jumper. Too strong, but an offensive rebound for Durand. Now they kick it out. Here's another 3. That time no good off the side of the backboard. Plogger with it, and he'll give it to Bodkins. Bodkins, Brown. Brown wanted to give it back, but decides not to. It goes to the right corner. Boyer drives the base, or excuse me, not Boyer, that's Graham. Our layup no good. That poked out of bounds from Graham. It'll stay Washington ball. Substitutions here. Holmes inbounds it, but it's going to go off the hands of Shade and out of bounds. Good defense by Hedgesville. Force the pressure, and they get the ball.
Their defense has been great all night. 19 points is all Washington's been able to muster. It's been a lot of turnovers. The defense it's been great pressure.
Green to Bodkins down low, kicks it out. Extra pass, pump fake, gets it right back to Graham now from Brown. Goes down low from Brown. Brown tries to give it to Frankhauser, who gets it, puts up the shot, it's no good. Perry with the board. Gives it to Holmes. Holmes waits for the rest of the team to get down with her and go down low. Shot no good. This time a foul is called, as Perry will go to the free throw line here for a pair of shots.
Yeah, Perry's been pretty quiet tonight. Washington hasn't really been able to get sustained paint touches for Perry or really anybody else without Hedgesville collapsing on it and trying to poke that ball away immediately. It's been a great defensive game plan.
Free throw no good by Perry. So it stays 23-19 Hedgesville. Second free throw is good. So she's got 4 points now, and that makes it 23-20. So Toby checks in. Washington sets up its full court press here off the inbounds. Give it to Bodkins. Bodkins passes back to Graham. Graham going to dribble in the backcourt. Picks up her dribble. Now needs help. Gives it to Bodkins, who passes right back. Lane open. Graham passes to the right. They give it to Brown. Brown drives to the left side, lays it off the glass and in. Her first 2 points of the game, making it 25-20 Hedgesville. Holmes, little pick and pop, shade shot no good. Green with the rebound. She'll bring it across midcourt, stop. Overhead pass to Bodkins. Bodkins dribbles, drives, kicks out. Gives it to Plogger, give it to Green. Green gives it to Bodkins. Bodkins passes over. 3 ball, no good off the front of the rim. And it's saved from going out of bounds by Bodkins. 5 seconds left. Brown, 3. Good. Before the horn, 28-20. Our score at the half. Hedgesville leading Washington. So we head into the locker rooms. Great way to end for the Eagles. We'll see if they can hang on to that momentum or if Washington will surge in the next 16. Let's step aside, take a 2-minute break, and then we'll be back with our halftime show here on WRNR TV.
Providing reliable protection since 1877, we are Farmers and Mechanic Insurance Companies. For over a century, we have been dedicated to provide dependable insurance protection and excellent customer service. We specialize in auto, home, farm, and business insurance. Our products are backed with personal, hands-on service. You can trust us to protect what matters most to you. For all of your insurance needs, there's Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is prevent, promote, protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How can I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm John Everson, Private Wealth Advisor with the Marius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
When it comes to providing you with a better car buying experience, CMA's Honda of Winchester takes it personally. Why? Because we're employee owned. That makes us neighbors, and good neighbors take care of each other. Come experience the honesty, transparency, and value we provide every customer, every neighbor, each and every day. At CMA's Honda of Winchester, owners just care more about you.
Welcome you back. So we've hit halftime, which is brought to you by Mansion Freddie Law Firm in Martinsburg, where it's about seeking justice for you. Go to WVJusticeLawyers.com. Our score at the half, Hedgesville leading Washington 28-20. Colin McLaughlin here, Dylan Bishop alongside me, Rodney Watcher, Tyler Strine, our camera crew. Back in the studio is Kyler High. Dylan, I know we were going to switch things around, but you're back up here now. Hopefully you've been able to catch your breath.
For the most part.
First half thoughts.
Really impressed by Hedgesville. Just overall, but also Washington really sloppy on the offensive end on their side. Now Hedgesville is forcing some of that. When they get into the paint, Hedgesville attacks the ball. And so far, a lot of times that strategy can lead to a lot of fouls when in those close quarters you're slapping at the ball, poking the ball away, grabbing at it. But Hedgesville's done a really good job of doing it without fouling. And that's kind of what slowed down Tamia Perry a bit. And for Washington, Natalia Holmes has struggled tonight. That's kind of been the big two for Washington, has been Perry and Holmes. And I think Hedgesville has done a good job of trying to take those two away, because Holmes has kind of been forcing the issue a little bit, turning the ball over herself. And then on the other end, Riley Bodkins is just clearly the most athletic player on the floor. And she's able to cut into the lane, beat her defender. They can't really find a defender, Washington that being, who is both big enough, strong enough, and quick enough to hang with Bodkins. So she's getting out in transition, getting those layups. She's cutting to the rim. She's getting inside in the paint and putting things up. It was a great half for Riley Bodkins. And like I said, it makes me wonder, what would this team look like with Gracie Brown if she had not gotten herself a season-ending injury right before the season started?
Let's go ahead, step aside, take another 2-minute break. On the other side of this 2-minute break, we'll get you first half stats. You're tuned into West Virginia High School girls basketball on WRNR TV.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at fordofhagerstown.com or hancockchevy.com.
The Eastern Panhandle is home to teachers and healthcare workers, farmers and fishermen, servicemen and women, golfers, bicyclists, and people who love the outdoors. Where we call home isn't any one thing, so we're not either. At Rosedale Funeral Home and Cemetery, we are honored to help you plan a celebration of life that reflects one's individuality.
Our trusted local team is here to see that your wishes are honored and that your special story is told.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
Welcome back here. Halftime, 28-20. Hedgesville leads Washington here in this EPAC girls matchup. Let's get our first half stats brought to you by the Mirius Group and Ameriprise Financial Advisors, John Everson and Phil McCoy. Call them today, 304-263-4343. Stop by, schedule an appointment at 1270 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. So, for Washington, here's your leading scorers so far. It is Sheridan Atobi with 6 points, as well as Capri Gustines with 6 points. As shout out to Dylan, he was able here at halftime to figure out that's who's wearing number 23 tonight for Washington instead of number 5. So apparently neither side wanted to wear a number 5 here today. 4 points for Perry and 2 points each for Holmes and Durand. Total up to 20 for Washington. For Hedgesville, Bodkins leads the way with 14 points. Frankhauser has 6, Brown has 5, and Graham has 3 to total up to 28 for the Eagles. Go ahead, take one last 2-minute break, and then we'll be back with the second half here on WRNR TV.
Remember all the sports we played when we were kids?
Oh yeah, swimming, tennis, basketball,
Football, soccer, track. I loved winning.
I still do.
Our competitive spirit is still going strong.
But now we use it to win for our clients. If you've been hurt in almost heaven,
call the Sevens, 304-777-7777.
SkinnerWins.com.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
I pre-planned my funeral to make it easier on my family. They were relieved to know I'll get just what I want.
My family actually thanked me for taking matters into my own hands. Turns out having this awkward conversation wasn't awkward at all.
Pre-planning is my choice. There are certain things about me my family may not know. Now they won't need to guess.
The choices are yours. The peace of mind is theirs. Pre-plan your funeral with Brown Funeral Homes and everything will be taken care of. Find out more online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Welcome back here inside the Gilbert B. Miller Center in Hedgesville, West Virginia. Both teams back out onto the floor at its respected benches. Both head coaches having one final adjustment or so here. And we'll be ready for quarter number 3, which is brought to you by Power Beck and Matt Zurich Law Offices. Call 304-264-8870 to speak with an attorney today or visit them online at lawpbm.com, as well as CMA's Martinsburg and Winchester dealerships. They're proud to be the owners who just care more. And it will be Hedgesville starting off with the ball to begin our second half. Of course, ball immediately put into the hands of Bodkins. Bodkins able to put on that first half clinic with 14 points in the first half, as a lot of contacts here, no call. And now, quickly, a timeout taken by Coach Shanholzer of Hedgesville here, not even 20 seconds into quarter number 3. We'll take a break with them, a 30-second break, and we will be right back here on WRNR TV.
Providing reliable protection since 1877, we are Farmers and Mechanic Insurance Companies. For over a century, we have been dedicated to provide dependable insurance protection and excellent customer service. We specialize in auto, home, farm, and business insurance. Our products are backed with personal, hands-on service. You can trust us to protect what matters most to you. For all of your insurance needs, there's Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies.
Welcome you back out of the timeout. Hedgesville with the inbound. Be given to Boyer. Boyer at midcourt. Loses her dribble, picks it up, calls out for help. And her pass deflected, and it goes right to Brown. Brown to Frankhauser. Frankhauser at the elbow. Gives it over to Graham. Graham drives the baseline, turns around, gives it to Frankhauser, who takes the 3. Off the side of the rim, no good. Offensive rebound for Brown. Puts it on the floor, whistle blows. We get a foul called here And that's going to be a Toby with her second.
And foul trouble is the last thing Washington can afford to get into during this second half, trailing.
Yep, that's going to be the first of the quarter. Shot, Frankhauser no good, rebounded by Washington. Holmes quickly back the other way. Passes down low for a Toby. She'll lay it off the glass, and it's good.
You know, it felt like Washington didn't really take full advantage of their size advantage that they have.
It's like either a foul or, nope, just an out of bounds, I believe, was called
right
over in the Washington bench.
Yeah, called Hedgesville ball right in front of the Washington bench. They disagreed.
Our equipment was kind of obstructing my view there briefly. So just had to wait for the official. Was that almost thrown away?
Nice grab.
Boyer able to keep it in. Gives it to Graham, who takes the three. Too strong off the rim, and Perry grabs the board.
Brown's got to go up and get that.
Give it to Holmes. Holmes gets a screen. Now passes to Perry, down low. Collides with Bodkins, puts up a shot, and it looks like Bodkins going to get called with a foul.
The Hedgesville has been doing a lot of doubling the ball handler off of the screen, the pick and roll, and smartly, Tamia Perry in particular, but Washington overall has been slipping that screen a lot, and they just weren't really able to get that entry pass into the post, into the paint very often in the first two quarters, but that time very successful.
First free throw knocked down by Perry. Second one, no good. Ball deflected out and grabbed by Lexi Brown for Hedgesville. We're going to get a travel called here as Graham, before the pass, took one too many steps. Turnover. It'll be Washington ball.
She kind of double clutched the pass. She wanted it, then all of a sudden thought maybe it wasn't a good idea, wanted to get that dribble back. It was too late to take back.
Holmes passes to Perry, who gets triple teams, which leaves a Toby open. Her shot, though, hits off the rim a few times, rolls out, and it's knocked out of bounds. Hedgesville ball.
I think Perry is just doing a better job in this quarter of finding the open space when that double does come off of those screens or when she slips them.
Bodkins with the dribble. Give it to Graham. Gets a screen from Bodkins. Now picks up her dribble. I hand it to Brown. Brown almost lost her dribble, able to gather it. Gives it to Graham. Graham over for Boyer. Boyer puts up a floater. No good off in front of the rim. Rebounded by Perry. She'll give it to Holmes, who brings it across the timeline. Holmes now with it at the top of the key. Bounce pass to Perry. Perry turns, shoots. We get a foul called. That's going to be Frankhauser picking up a foul here. That's going to be her second, team second of the quarter.
It's a shame because Lexi Brown had her hand all over that ball, ready for the block.
It's Perry back to the free throw line once again, and she makes the first. You know, Dylan, she's been the only one so far to go to the free throw line here today on either side.
Wow, they really are calling it loose, letting them play.
She knocks down both. Washington has made it a one-possession game here at 28-25. It's brought across midcourt from Graham, who gives it to Brown. Brown passes it off the foot of Perry, who saves it from going out of bounds. Hedgesville keeps it. Three ball, no good from Boyer. Grabbed again by Perry. Perry with it at the right wing. Dribbles off her foot. It rolls all the way towards midcourt. It's scooped up by Holmes. Holmes. Bounce passes, and it's going to be intercepted off a deflection. And almost given right back, but Bodkins somehow gets it in stride. Now trapped in the backcourt. It's poked away. Stolen by Durand. Layup is good, and it's a one-point game. 7-0 run here to open up the third for Washington. Hedgesville trying to find the answer. Graham down low. Bodkins shot. No good. Ball poked around. Bodkins gets it back. Gives it to Frankhauser. Shot. Rattles through. 30-27 now our score, as Holmes will slowly bring it across for Washington. She sees the paint wide open, attacks, layup, no good, ball tipped out of bounds, and it'll be Hedgesville ball.
I'd like to see a more concerted effort to start getting Bodkins the ball more on offense. Washington is switching everything when it comes to the screens when they set up in the half court. When Washington sets up their defense, there's got to be opportunities for Bodkins to have a mismatch and continue that success in the first half.
So Green and Plogger check in here for Hedgesville. Ball given to Boyer. Boyer dribbling it across on the far side, guarded closely by Durand. Will give it now to Plogger. Gives it to Green. Green has it stripped by Durand. Her pass somehow finds a teammate in stride. Aliski. Layup good. I don't know how that one got there. And it's a one-point ball game again. And now an interception here off the inbound. Washington kicking it into the left corner. 3 to take the lead. Too strong. Ball down low. Offensive rebounds. And stepping on the baseline are the Patriots. Trying to see who that is here. It looks like that was Shade. After the rebound, it'll be Hedgesville ball.
That was another example of a lot of contact that felt like it should have been a foul.
Bodkins has the inbound pass go right through her hands. Holmes kicks it to left wing. 3 good. Washington leads as Durand knocks it down, making it 32-30. Timeout taken by Hedgesville. We'll step aside, take another 30-second break, and then be right back here on WRNR TV.
When it comes to providing you with a better car buying experience, CMA's Honda of Winchester takes it personally. Why? Because we're employee owned. That makes us neighbors, and good neighbors take care of each other. Come experience the honesty, transparency, and value we provide every customer, every neighbor, each and every day. At CMA's Honda of Winchester, owners just care more about you.
Welcome you back. Timeouts brought to you by Cody's Auto Body at 851 Wilson Street, Martinsburg. Family-owned, offering superior customer service and great pricing for a job done by experienced and certified technicians. Call them at 304-901-4777 or visit their Facebook page. The 8-point lead at halftime for Hedgesville has evaporated. It's now a 4-point lead for Washington, as they are outscoring Hedgesville here in the third, 12-2.
And I think a lot of that is Washington finally getting that press to force more turnovers. Hedgesville held on to the ball pretty well in that first half and turning that defense into offense.
Boyer brings it across, passes to Green. Green dribbles over to the right, picks it up, passes to Bodkins. Bodkins tried to go up for a layup and is fouled. We'll see if they call that on a shot or not. So her hands were still low, but it looks like they are going to say she was in the process. So we'll finally see somebody else at the free throw line.
And you see first play out of the timeout, Coach Shanholzer drew something up that got Bodkins the ball, moving inside, open, off the screen, roll.
She misses the front end of the free throws.
You always need ball movement through all 5 players, but Hedgesville's got to find a way to get their best player more.
She's able to make the second, making it 32-31. Holmes, by the way, picked up that foul. She'll take a 3 as she's left alone, and she knocks it down.
That's wide open.
35-31 now, Washington with the lead. Bodkins trying to weave through traffic, passing it to Boyer. Boyer guarded by Holmes. Tried to pass to Green. They weren't on the same page. It goes out of bounds. Washington ball.
Well, the momentum has just totally turned. 15-3 in this quarter.
Gustines checks in. She passes it inbound to Holmes. Gets the screen. Guarded by Green. She'll pass to her left. Soliski drives to the left side, layup off the bottom of the backboard and grabs by Green. Green quickly brings it across midcourt, now throws it away, and Holmes get an easy 2.
You see, this is where the press comes into play. It speeds you up. Hedgesville has just done a bad job of holding on to the ball in this quarter.
Bodkins with the ball. Turnaround jumper. Good. Making it 37-33.
That was nasty.
Holmes swarmed. Perry left open and air balls the long 2.
A heads-up play there would have been to just grab the rebound before it went out of bounds. Now Washington can set up this press.
Can they inbound it? They throw it away. Washington with it off the inbound. It's Holmes. Guarded by Brown. Passing it over to Holiski, who goes down low for Perry. Perry is going to get called with an offensive foul. I always thought there was a walk first to get away with that foul for Perry, as it's her 3rd. But Hedgesville ball either way.
And Coach Edwards having a discussion with the official after that one. I didn't get a good read on if I agreed with that call or not. Another turnover.
Yep, another turnover off the inbound. Holmes puts up a wild floater. It's no good. Rebounded by Hedgesville. A quiet whistle here. So they get a foul over on the far side.
There's your 4th team foul of the quarter on Washington. So now Hedgesville can at least get the relief of some free throws the rest of the quarter.
Durand with her first foul called. Another inbound, and that's going to be deflected out of bounds off the hands of Bodkins. It'll be Washington ball. Full court press just causing trouble right now.
I don't know if Washington's just more conditioned than Hedgesville or what, but it's just the intensity of the Patriots is way up in this quarter compared to the Eagles.
Gustines over to left corner. Holiski drives in, and from behind, it's swatted by Brown. So she'll go to the line for 2.
I wonder if sometimes a team that has the trouble of playing the entire game at that same intensity, maybe blows a lot of halftime leads, 4th quarter leads, whatever you have it, kind of starts to get that bug in their brain that sort of says, if we're up at halftime, like, oh geez, I hope we don't screw this up. I hope we don't screw this up. And you can kind of let it get to you when you're up like that, and it just kind of let go of the rope and don't know how to keep holding on and get it back.
Holiski made both, so it's a 6-point lead now for Washington at 39-33. Bodkins goes through Washington like a pair of cones. Her pass, though, deflected out of bounds. They'll stay here with Hedgesville. Quick inbound to Brown. Brown gets tied up with Gustines. Whistle blows. Jump ball. Possession arrow, it looks like. Gives it to Washington.
And if I read lips / heard well enough from up here, and Coach Anholzer was saying that the defender was behind the player with the ball, so it should have been a reach-around foul.
Pass almost intercepted. Now we get a reach-in as Brown with a little bit of frustration after that last possession. Got a bit overly aggressive there.
Yeah, that
picks up her 3rd.
That looked like a slap on the wrist that time, and I think the reaction of the crowd is, oh, now we're calling fouls. But that was right.
Both teams now with 4 fouls each here this quarter. Holmes with it. Stops. Passes back. 3 off the front of the rim, no good by Shade. And a long roll that'll go out of bounds. It'll be Hedgesville ball.
I'm Coach Anholzer. I'm looking at him in the huddle and be like, if there's a loose ball, just take it. Don't let them set that up.
Yeah, because now they're able to set up that press and guard the inbound.
Okay, they backed off of it, but they're still setting up the trap.
Boyer attacks, layup blocked, and it goes out of bounds. Good job going straight up. Poliski able to get a piece of that shot.
As this game goes on, Hedgesville gets more tired. That size of Washington is going to matter more and more.
Quick inbound in and out of the hands of Plogger. Contact there, but no call. Washington ball. Yeah, I think so too, ultimately. As Holmes will bring it across. 45 seconds left here in quarter number 3. Clock rolling. Justines gets the pass. Starts her dribble. Gets a screen from Shade. Passes it over to the right. Holmes now swings it down low. Shot up, no good. But we do get a push called, and that'll send, I believe, that's Shade to the free throw line.
The Plogger came in from behind, kind of lunged forward.
So that'll be her first. Shade to the line. Airball's the free throw. It'll stay 39-33. Second one. In and out. Ball on the floor. Goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Washington.
Just feels like the snowball is rolling down the hill right now for Hedgesville. They got to find some sort of way to stop this.
They've been outscored 19-5 this quarter.
It's been a step up in Washington defense. Just from right there. 5 points in the quarter.
Holmes hands it to Durand. Durand drives right side. Takes a few long strides. Puts up the layup. It's no good. Now we'll get a foul called against Shade. Underneath the basket off the rebound for Plogger. That will be the 5th foul of the quarter for Washington. The other side. Hedgesville in the bonus with the free throws. So we'll see if Plogger can get her first points here tonight and chip away at this 6-point lead for Washington.
Hedgesville's going to need a second player to step up in this fourth quarter. Lexi Brown may be the one that has to do it.
Free throw no good.
They need to get Bodkins the ball more, but there's only so much one player can do.
Second free throw. No good as well, and rebounded by Washington. Holmes with it. 7 seconds. 6, 5. Holmes goes to the left corner. Ball put up, and no good from Holmes right at the horn, but it is Washington. Now up by 6 with a big-time third quarter, outscoring Hedgesville 19-5 to lead 39-33, or headed to the fourth after this 1-minute break here on WRNR TV.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at FordofHagerstown.com or HancockChevy.com.
Welcome back to the Gilbert B. Miller Center. We're headed to the fourth quarter, which is brought to you by Rock's Local Markets with convenient locations around the Eastern Panhandle, fast, fresh, friendly. Rock's, as well as Skinner Accident Injury Lawyers, representing accident injury claims for over 50 years. Go to SkinnerWins.com. 39-33. Washington now leads Hedgesville. Patriots trying to make it 10 straight victories over the Lady Eagles. Holmes with the ball to begin the fourth for the Lady Patriots. She gets a quick 2. She uses that speed and her size to her advantage, and she's got 9 points now, making it 41-33. Bodkins had the ball kind of poked away initially, so couldn't fully gather it to go up naturally with that layup.
Perry got a handle on it.
Yep, it was just enough to mess her up. Holmes again with the shot. That goes off the rim, no good. Brown loses it. Perry has it, puts up a shot, and is fouled. Wheels are just coming off again here for Hedgesville, which is exactly what we saw in the second half against Martinsburg a few weeks ago.
I will say, though, Holmes has looked a lot more comfortable in this third and start of the fourth quarter. Part of that is it just the Hedgesville defense doesn't feel like it's as quick, it's as ferocious, tenacious as it was in quarters 1 and 2. But some of that, I think, is she's felt the game out a little better.
First shot, no good on the free throw. Second one is good for Perry, so she's got 8 total now, making it 42-33. Timeout taken by Coach Edwards of Washington. A full timeout. We'll take it with him, a 30-second break, and then be right back here on WRNR TV.
The Eastern Panhandle is home to teachers and healthcare workers, farmers and fishermen, servicemen and women, golfers, bicyclists, and people who love the outdoors. Where we call home isn't any one thing, so we're not either. At Rosedale Funeral Home and Cemetery, we are honored to help you plan a celebration of life that reflects one's individuality.
Our trusted local team is here to see that your wishes are honored and that your special story is told.
We welcome you back here to Hedgesville High School girls basketball action here for you tonight. Washington out to its largest lead of the night, 9-point lead over Hedgesville, 42-33. By the way, tomorrow we'll have high school boys basketball between Jefferson and Martinsburg. Looking forward to that one.
Yeah.
It's that fourth quarter comeback last time around that gave Jefferson the victory over the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs look much improved since that time.
Sure do.
A long inbounds. And Washington says thank you very much. They get another steal.
These inbounds plays are starting to look like a football team. They can't hit anything in the passing game underneath or down or in the middle. Just have to throw long balls.
Holmes has that one stripped away off the layup. Graham with it. A collision here and another one, and finally we get a whistle blown. But who will they call it on? 6:57 left here in the fourth.
I think that could have even been pass
That's
interference
Durand.
if we were playing.
Called with the foul. So that'll be her second. Bodies are flying here in Hedgesville. Ball down low. Brown drives the baseline. Slipped, so she had to just kind of throw it back and hope a teammate could get there. Fortunately for her, Washington gives it right back. She's now open down low, but Graham didn't see her in time. And now they'll go to Plogger. Plogger gets a screen. Picks up her dribble. Hand it to Brown, and we'll get a reach-in foul called against Gustines. That'll be her first, team second of the quarter.
So we're still at 5 points for the entire second half for Hedgesville.
Yep. See if this three is good, and there you go. Boyer with her first points of the game, and it's a big-time three to make it 42-36. Timeout, Hedgesville. They'll have 2 remaining. We'll step aside, take a 30-second break, and then be right back with more here on WRNR TV.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Welcome you back here on WRNR TV. Timeouts brought to you by Cody's Auto Body at 851 Wilson Street in Martinsburg. Family-owned, offering superior customer service and great pricing for a job done by experienced and certified technicians. Call them at 304-901-4777. Visit the Facebook page for Cody's Auto Body. Holmes with it. Brings it across on the right side. At the wing. Gets a screen. Puts up a floater. Bounces around a few times. No good. Grabbed by Hedgesville's Boyer. Who will give it to Bodkins. Gives it right back. Boyer pulls up from the elbow and knocks it down. She's got 5 quick points here in and out of the timeout. It's a full-point lead now at 42-38 for Washington.
If Boyer's going to be that second player to step up outside of Bodkins, Hedgesville has a shot.
Oliski gets past one defender, but runs right into the other, and Plogger has the ball. She'll give it to Bodkins, who will take it across the court. Looks down low, has Boyer, and there you go. 7 points here in the fourth for Maggie Boyer, and it's a 2-point game at 42-40.
At this last minute or two, since that timeout, this has looked a lot more like the first and second quarters.
Holmes with the ball. Dribbling around, looks left, passing it. A handoff here to Durand. Now in the right corner. Castines drives in, layup, no good, but she's fouled, so she'll go to the line for a pair of shots.
The defensive intensity really picked up from Hedgesville coming out of that timeout. Forced that turnover on that previous possession. And how about Maggie Boyer? Needed somebody outside of Bodkins to step up on offense. And these are big-time jump shots. The three in the corner, the elbow jumper. She has brought them back.
First free throw, no good. Second one is good by Gustine, so that makes it 43-40. She'll now check out after the free throws, and Atobi will check in.
Here comes a problem for the Eagles. Atobi now out there on defense.
Boyer gets the inbound. She'll dribble across, now throw it in front of her to Bodkins, and Bodkins will attack and lay it up and in, making it 43-42. 1 point ball game here. Holmes, left side, layup short, rebounds, Hedgesville with the numbers, Bodkins the other way, layup, good, Hedgesville retakes the lead. Timeout, Coach Edwards for Washington. 4:37 left in regulation. 44-43, Hedgesville storming back here at home against Washington. Back in 30 here on WRNR TV.
When it comes to providing you with a better car buying experience, CMA's Honda of Winchester takes it personally. Why? Because we're employee owned. That makes us neighbors, and good neighbors take care of each other. Come experience the honesty, transparency, and value we provide every customer, every neighbor, each and every day. At CMA's Honda of Winchester, owners just care more about you.
Welcome back here. Hedgesville has woken up to begin this fourth quarter after being outscored 19-5 in quarter number 3 and blow an 8-point halftime lead. They're now up 44-43 here in the fourth.
Maggie Boyer really stepped up here, end of the third, beginning of the fourth. And the defense has stepped up for Hedgesville these last handful of minutes. And then eventually all that stuff starts happening. You get back into that groove that we found in those first two quarters where all of a sudden Riley Bodkins is finding easy lanes to the basket. And things have turned back the way of the Eagles. But 1 point game, Washington has plenty of time to find their groove again.
Both teams with 2 timeouts left. We got 4.5 left in regulation. Holmes brings it across.
Oh, Hedgesville coming out in the zone. 2-3 zone. Throwing a curveball.
Go in the left corner. 3. No good. One and done for Washington.
Washington struggled to shoot the three tonight. You got to shoot a team out of their zone.
Bodkins, guarded by Duran, dribbles over to the right, picks it up, passes to Boyer, and that is an air ball, but Bodkins able to save it from going out of bounds, but it goes right to Holmes. Washington with the numbers. Atobi has it stripped away at the very last second when she put the ball on the ground. Brown knocks it out.
Really impressed with how well Hedgesville does that, poking that ball out.
Lob inbounds.
Ooh.
Durand able to get there.
That could have been bad.
In and out of the hands of Atobi, right to Perry, but a steal here. The whistle blows behind the play, and it looks like we'll get a foul called against Atobi. That's going to be her third. And that's going to be the third foul of the quarter against Washington.
It saved a fast break. Smart foul.
So Boyer with it. Goes behind the back, through the legs. And her bounce pass now stolen by Shade. Perry gets it from Shade. Passes to Holmes. Holmes on the left side. Drives in, now will go back out. Gives it to Durand. Pick it up and give it right back to Holmes. Holmes guarded by Graham. On for a screen, gets it, sees the left side open, no help defense, and she lays it up and in. She's got 11, and Washington retakes the lead here at 45-44 with 3 minutes left in the fourth.
Somebody's got to force the thought of a pass at least. That's a dominant hand going to that side.
Graham, layup too strong off the glass and rebounded by Atobi.
Forced, very forced.
Shade with it. Back to Durand. We'll give it to Holmes. Let's see if they go right back to it. Calls for the screen, but it looks like first Coach Edwards wants a timeout here with 2:33 left in the fourth. It is Washington 45, Hedgesville 44. Let's keep it here. As you were mentioning, got to force her to her right. She wants to go to that left side each and every time.
It looked like, I don't know if Washington, it seemed like they were maybe going to try to set up that play again where Perry's setting the screen up top. Oftentimes tonight has switched it because Hedgesville loves to double off of that screen and roll action, make it tough on the ball handler to make that pass out of it. Perry's been slipping those screens effectively in the second half and finding the right spot on the floor to be open. See if they keep going to that. Did they throw a counter off of it? Actually have her set the screen and roll? How does Hedgesville respond?
It's like towel being called for here over on the other side in front of Washington's bench. It looks like there's been a spill of some sort or some moisture down, so that's getting cleaned up here before we resume action. Colin McLaughlin alongside me, Dylan Bishop. Got Tyler Strine, Rodney Watcher as our camera crew. Kyler High back to the studio. Good one here tonight is the lob inbound pass. Going to be tipped right out of bounds, and it'll stay with Washington. Good hands there by Miss Van Dyne. Holmes, another lob inbound, goes to Toby. Give it right back to Holmes. Holmes drives through. Lost her balance, and I believe was called with a walk.
Yep.
Turnover, Hedgesville ball. Down by one here against Washington. But even though it wasn't a made basket, Washington still able to set up its full court press. How much pressure will they provide, though? Doesn't look like much as Bodkin's able to bring it across midcourt. Bounce pass to Boyer. Boyer pump fakes. Now gives it over to Plogger. Plogger calls for a screen. Give it to Boyer. Boyer looks for Brown. Brown drives the paint, puts up a shot. It was good, but it looks like it's not going to count as a foul on the floor first. With 2:07 left here in the fourth.
Awkward landing on, I want to say, the left foot for Lexi Brown. She's still down.
Toby called with that foul. That will be her team fourth of the quarter. Step aside, take a 30-second break here for the injury, and then be right back here on WRNR TV.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Welcome you back here to Hedgesville High School. Injury right now. Lexi Brown down after the play for Hedgesville, being a 10-2, 45-44 our score. Washington leading Hedgesville by 1 with 2:07 left in quarter number 4 as Brown is helped up onto her feet. This is a positive sign as she's favoring that left ankle.
Able to put weight on it at least.
That is a good sign to see, and right now walking it off.
I think she wants to stay in the game, but because she went down, I think she at least has to go to the bench a little bit.
Not sure.
Was she fouled on that?
Yeah, she was fouled on that, so the implications are pretty big here. Since the trainer came out, I think you're correct that she has to go off. But also the foul was called on the floor, which we kind of forgot about, so there are no shots for somebody to do. So we begin here with an inbound. The inbound to Bodkins. Bodkins with a mismatch. Drives around, kicks it out. Drive, shot, short. Gets her own rebound, does Graham. Now kicks it back to Bodkins. Under 2 minutes left here in the fourth. Graham almost lost it. Able to gather it. Bounce passes. Boyer. Shot, no good. A trap down low. Jump ball called after the Durand rebounds. And possession arrow, it looks like we'll give it right back to Hedgesville. And it looks like Brown going to check back in.
Boyer's starting to force it a little bit here late in the quarter after that hot start to the fourth.
Yeah, she scored a quick 7 all here in the fourth. Inbound deflected and right into the hands of Holmes, and she'll bring it across here for Washington.
There's a lot of standing around on that inbounds play from Hedgesville.
Give it to Perry. Pass over to the left side. Pass now intercepted by Hedgesville. Give it to Boyer. He's going to bring it across. Washington needs to be careful here as well. 1 away from the bonus is Hedgesville with the fouls, and there you go. Speak it into existence. Wow. Reach and foul going to be called. And that's going to be against Perry. And that's her fourth. Or no. They didn't call that on Perry? They called it on Shade, which I guess means it was away from the ball somewhere we did not see.
Well, Bodkins is shooting the free throw, so yeah, it had to be away from the ball.
Bodkins free throw. Good. We're now knotted up at 45.
What a mistake from Washington on that possession. Foul, Hedgesville's best scorer away from the ball when you're in the bonus.
Gooskins checks in now. Bodkins to give Hedgesville the lead and misses the second free throw. It's safe from going out of bounds. Ball on the floor. Perry has it. Gets tied up with Graham. Possession arrow gives it to Washington with 1:10 left here in the fourth. Who's going to be tonight's hero? Down the stretch. So we've hit 1 minute left in regulation. Holmes looking over at Coach Edwards. I think might just tell her to hold it. There's no shot clock here in the Mountain State. If that Hedgesville 2-3 zone's not going to come out, let's keep this as the last possession and let our side figure out who gets the win tonight. Washington will take its final timeout here in regulation. to draw something up with 41.2 seconds left. Clearly, you want the ball in the hands of Holmes, if you can.
Yeah, if you can get some sort of action with Perry, pick and roll, make Hedgesville's defense decide who they want to focus on, and let your sophomore point guard make a nice play, whether it's herself or distributing the ball to an open teammate.
45 all here between Hedgesville and Washington. Washington trying to stay second in the EPAC behind Martinsburg. Hedgesville trying to snap Washington's 9-game win streak against them. Inbound deflected and stolen. Hedgesville has Boyer wide open. Layup. Good. 47-45. Lob pass into the right side. Washington with it. It's Gustines. Trapped and is called with a double dribble with 26.8 seconds left to go here in the fourth. And a timeout taken by Hedgesville. They want to use a full timeout here to calm down the nerves and figure things out. We'll do the same, take a 30-second break, and then be right back here on WRNR TV.
The thing I'm most passionate about with my clients is that 95% of them that come to me, they've never been in trouble in their lives. They've got careers, promising futures, things that matter.
So thankfully, after it was all said and done, I had no DUI and I had no more stress facing me or my family.
When you're on the fence whether to hire a DUI attorney, I always say that you really cannot afford not to. My name is Harley Wagner. My law practice has been exclusively focused on driving under the influence cases throughout the state of West Virginia.
Welcome you back here. What a night. Hedgesville with the lead once again, 47-45 our score. As the Lady Eagles lead the Washington Lady Patriots late in quarter number 4. And to keep in mind, Washington, no timeouts left. Hedgesville, 1 timeout left. Washington already at 5 fouls, so Hedgesville in the bonus.
Hedgesville's only at 2 fouls.
And Hedgesville's only had 2 fouls this quarter.
What can you draw up? Get the ball in your hands of your best free throw shooter. Have your second best.
They can inbound it.
Oh, Hawkins is open.
They inbound it. Plogger. She's going to be quickly fouled by Perry, and that's going to be her 4th. So that'll send Plogger to the line. And earlier, she missed both. 24.9 seconds left.
They had drawn up a pretty good play to get Bodkins open going towards the basket, almost like it was a wheel route.
I think she might have broke a nail and is possibly bleeding. She's trying to wipe it off here and make sure she doesn't get it on the white jersey. Or the ball. First free throw. No good, off the back of the rim. It's little things like that. You can see her just kind of sucking on that right thumb, trying to get the blood off.
Yeah.
And it's just the mind games here at the free throw line, added to already a tough night at the line. Second one's good.
What a bounce.
3-point game. 48-45, 20 seconds left. Holmes brings it across for Washington. Gets a screen. Pass to Gustines. I'll give it back to Holmes. Holmes, under 10 seconds, back to Gustines. Takes the 3, airballed. Out of bounds with 3.9 seconds left. Here in the 4th, Hedgesville going to use its last timeout. And right now, unless something crazy happens, might come out with this win.
Yeah, that third quarter was rough, but battled back, got Boyer to get you back into this game early in the 4th. Sometimes that's all you need is just one player to step up, have themselves a run of 2 or 3 baskets in a row as your defense settles down and can get a few stops. You're right back in this basketball as a game of runs, and Hedgesville has stepped up through this fourth quarter.
48-45. Hedgesville up by 3 here against Washington. But Hedgesville coming up with a task that at times has been really difficult here tonight. And that's inbounding to somebody in white.
Yeah. There's been a lot of picked off inbound passes.
Mostly in that third quarter.
If you're going to keep up the football comparison, to me, you're drawing this up. Your first read is Bodkins. The second, I think you're going to Boyer.
They're going to put a Toby right on the baseline to guard the inbound. That long legs and the wingspan. And the quick inbounds, the Plogger. She's able to dribble for a few seconds before being fouled by, I believe, a Toby eventually. 1.7 seconds left to go here in the fourth. That is a Toby's 5th. She fouls out and finishes with 8 points here tonight.
And you're glad to just get that ball inbounded with 3 seconds left. And obviously, you make one, game's over. Miss them both. Washington just has to chuck up a full court shot, though.
And she makes it.
There you go.
That makes it 49-45. Hedgesville backing away. Plogger puts the second one up. Makes that one as well to make it a 5-point lead at 50-45. The 3. No good. Hedgesville upsets Washington and comes back in the fourth to get the win. 50-45. The 9-game win streak over Hedgesville for Washington is over. Let's go ahead, step aside, take a 2-minute break, and we'll be right back here on WRNR TV with our post-game show.
Am I too late for breakfast?
No, we serve breakfast all day now.
Rox is now serving breakfast all day.
I shall grant you 3 wishes.
I wish Rox had breakfast all day. I wish Rox delivered with DoorDash. I wish I was on top of the world.
Rox is now serving breakfast all day.
Did you know a fully loaded truck weighs 80,000 pounds?
I do know that they can cause a lot of damage in a wreck.
Over 40,000 people die every year in crashes.
And distracted driving is getting even worse.
I wish we had better ways to prevent distracted driving.
Me too. But one thing we can do is help people who've been injured in car and truck accidents.
Hurting almost heaven? Dial the 7s. 304-777-7777.
SkinnerWins.com.
Ice baths, polar plunges. What's wrong with you people? It's your old pal Cody from Cody's Auto Body. Newsflash, it's winter. Whether it's for a health craze or to raise money for the ladies' auxiliary, it seems people out there think it's a good idea to go outside, strip down, and pretend to be a polar bear or a penguin. What happened to sitting beside the fire, drinking, and adding on a few pounds to keep insulated until spring? Call me crazy, but how about we try not getting naked outside for a few months? Stay warm, stay safe on the road. As always,
that's Cody's with a T for trust.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Welcome back here on TV 10, WRNR TV on YouTube. Post-game brought to you by Palace Lounge, located on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg, offering a full lunch and dinner menu along with daily specials in a clean and comfortable atmosphere. Check out the menu on the Palace Lounge Facebook page. What a game here tonight. Hedgesville able to come back in quarter number 4 after losing its 8-point halftime lead in the third. They win 50-45 over Washington. And as I said, Washington's 9-game win streak against Hedgesville is done, Dylan, here tonight. Hedgesville now 7-8 overall, 3-3 in the conference. Washington falls to 10-4 overall, 4-2 in the conference.
It's a really impressive win for Hedgesville. I think they forced Washington into playing some really sloppy basketball tonight. I think some of that was Washington just being off their game, but I think a good bit of it was Hedgesville throwing them off their game. Their defense was impressive. They were really attacking the ball in tight spaces in the paint, forcing those turnovers, made it really difficult for Washington to get in the lane. Now, they had issues with help defense when they did have a driver to the lane. Washington, it was mostly Holmes getting into the paint without a lot of help defense, but otherwise forcing those turnovers and getting out in transition. A lot of transition points tonight for Hedgesville. A lot of those through Riley Bodkins, who was super impressive, especially in that first half, putting up 14 points. And then down the stretch, able to add some more in after a slow third quarter for the entire Eagles team. And like we mentioned during the broadcast, you get that mini run from Maggie Boyer to get you back into it after things were starting to look bleak. And it was like they were able to lock back in at that point. It's just that third quarter, it almost felt like Hedgesville, they felt like they were going to lose that lead before it even happened. And that's how that third quarter just kind of felt like they got in their own heads about themselves not playing 4 consistent quarters, and it was a self-fulfilling prophecy in the end. But they were able to channel it back with that mini run from Boyer and get their heads back in the right space for that fourth. And you get a couple buckets from Bodkins. You get some clutch free throws when you need them, get some clutch turnovers, and Washington, who really couldn't get a whole lot going with Tamia Perry down low because of that defense. Holmes, who had a rough first half, and you get a 6-point fourth quarter from the Patriots. It's all the makings of an upset here for the home team.
Yeah, I mean, we talk about the rough third quarter. You look at the box score. Hedgesville able to hold Washington to 6 points each in quarters number 2 and 4, Dylan.
Yeah, there was just really didn't feel like a lot of great ways that Washington was able to get consistent offense tonight. It was those drives to the lane where Holmes was able to get past her defender, and there was no help. That it kind of felt like they were able to get a little bit of that, but Perry in particular struggled with it. She got to the free throw line, but a lot of times would get collapsed in the paint, and she would throw up some shots that maybe she shouldn't have, or rushed them through some tight defense. Overall, I think Washington not a great shot selection night.
Yeah.
But you got to give credit to the Eagles defense.
Let's get our post-game stats brought to you by personal injury attorneys Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson. Visit burkeandschultz.com. We play hardball. For Washington, it was Holmes leading the way with 11 points tonight. Perry and Atobi had 8 points each. Durand had 7. Costines had 7 as well. And then 4 from Haliski totaled up the 45 for the Patriots. On the other side for Hedgesville, it was Bodkins with 22 points here tonight, leading the way for the Lady Eagles. Boyer had 9, all coming in that fourth quarter, might I add, as well for Hedgesville. Frankhauser had 8, Brown had 5, and then you had 3 from Plogger and Graham to total up the 50 for Hedgesville. Which means we got to get to our player of the game, brought to you by WVU Medicine, Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Centers, leading healthcare here and everywhere. Dylan, it's obvious, but you still got to give a big shout out first, I think, to Maggie Boyer for those 9 crucial points that she scored in quarter number 4. But player of the game, Riley Bodkins, right? It's that easy.
She's a very complete player.
Yes.
She handles the ball very well. She can drive to the basket very comfortably. There was some post moves that she had that I thought were really impressive, like a turnaround. There was 1 or 2 times where it felt like she made a nice move and didn't even go up with the ball afterwards, and it felt like she should have or could have. And has a solid jump shot to go along with it. Plays good defense, has good size, is a very tall, lanky ball handler for this area in girls basketball. And Hedgesville has been able to ride her as the lead dog. Only a junior, coming back next season. So she has a lot of potential, absolutely. The Bodkins family, it runs in the family. TD is great. Carrie, the athletic director of Shepherd, teaching those kids well, putting them in the right programs, getting them to the right coaches, whatever it is, it's worked out.
All right. Anything else you want to add? If not, we'll wrap things up here for tonight.
This was a really exciting game.
It was.
It was great. Hedgesville surprisingly jumping out to that lead in the first half. You get the drama of them blowing it in the third and coming back in the fourth. You can't ask for a better basketball game than that in terms of the drama.
All right, that'll wrap things up for us here tonight. Again, tomorrow we have high school boys basketball, Jefferson at Martinsburg. 7:30 will be pretty much the expected tip-off time, but potentially, depending on how that JV game goes, we'll go live 15 minutes prior for our pre-game coverage on Talk Radio WRNR TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. But for Kyler High, back at the studio here tonight, our camera crew, Rodney Watcher and Tyler Strine. Alongside me, Dylan Bishop. And Colin McLaughlin signing off for tonight's broadcast. One last time, final score, Hedgesville 50, Washington 45. This has been West Virginia High School girls basketball on WRNR TV. Have a good night.
You've been listening to West Virginia High School basketball. Today's game has been brought to you by
W. Harley Miller Systems, Smallwood and Small Insurance Agency, Powered Beck and Matzaref Law Offices, Senate Finance Chairman Jason Barrett, Hagerstown Ford, Fort Evans Archery, Rocks Local Markets, the Brown Funeral Home and Cremations, Robert Fields and Sons, the Larry DeMarco team at Century 21 Modern Realty Results, Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, personal injury attorneys, Cody's Auto Body, the Palace Lounge, Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, the Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, the Berkeley County Health Department, Bodwell Insurance Solutions, Ameriprise Financial and the Mirius Group of Financial Advisors, WVU Medicine Berkeley and Jefferson Medical Centers, the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, CMA Honda of Winchester, CMA Chevy and Toyota of Martinsburg, CMA Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Martinsburg, Dignity Memorial Rosedale Funeral Home and Cemetery of Martinsburg, Floor Pools of Martinsburg, Hagerstown, and Chambersburg, Inferno Brewery and Andy's Pizza.
For the continued excitement of high school, college, and NBA basketball, keep it tuned to Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg. All rights reserved.